Hi, I was thinking the other day about how when I was in school a few years ago, I was reading about how scientists would look at light and had a big debate about whether it was particles or waves that made up light, and how you could prove it either way. Now, these should be mutually exclusive, but if you wanted to prove that light was made of particles, you did an experiment that gave you evidence that light was made of particles. And if you wanted to prove that light was made up of waves of energy, you did the experiment that showed that, and you got evidence that light was made up of waves. And it wasn't that they were skewing the results, it's just simply that light showed up in both ways. And as I was listening to Brene Brown's new book, Braving the Wilderness, she said in it that if you look for evidence that you belong, you find it. And if you look for evidence that you don't belong, you find it. And I started thinking about how we find what we look for. That if we look for evidence that we are abundant, we can find that evidence. And if we look for evidence that we're not abundant, we find that too. And how that's a big freedom, and it's also a big responsibility. And it can be so easy to get caught up in what catches our eye at the moment. Like even with the things happening in the world right now, it's easy to find evidence that things are going wrong and that the world is falling apart. And we can also, like in the famous Mr. Rogers story about looking for the helpers, we can find evidence that there are people who are working toward things going well and working to make a difference. So my question for you is, what is it you're looking for? And are you finding evidence of that? I am starting a new Facebook group. You're welcome to join if you would like. And our focus is going to be on looking for claiming and owning our power. There can be so many things in life that show us or indicate that we aren't powerful and that we can't make a difference and that life is hard and all kinds of things like that. And this group is to keep us accountable and to have us continually expanding and looking for how we can own our power in each situation and each day. I'm going to put in the link below if you want to join me. I would love to have you, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.